Get the latest movie reviews, Hollywood news, and inside views. It's time for Behind the Screens with Lights, Camera, Jackson on 107.7 GNA.
Jax, good morning, buddy. How are you?
I'm great, guys. It is the big moment right here, right now.
All right, well, here's the thing. Let's save the new Jennifer Lawrence movie review for the last thing that we talk about, because there's a lot of meat on that bone, and I know you went and saw it last night. What a weird premise for a movie, but it's J-Law, so it's got to be great. Anyways, let's talk about the action hero, or just the legendary movie actor that is going to be leaving action movies.
That's right. Liam Neeson says he's retiring from action movies. He made this announcement while promoting his upcoming drama, Mark Felt, the man who brought down the White House, at the Toronto Film Festival this week. He's now 65, and he thinks audiences will go, come on, why is he still in these action movies? But we love him in these action movies. This coincided with the trailer release of one of his final action movies. It's going to be out in January. It's called The Commuter. He's on a train with Vera Farmiga, and she tells him that somebody's on this train that's not supposed to be on this train. If you can figure it out, you'll get $75,000. And I'm totally in, because this sounds awesome. Honestly, guys, the reason why he's done so many of these action movies is because basically he told Esquire in 2011, he told Anderson Cooper in 2014 that after the passing of his wife, Natasha Richardson, these movies helped him get through all of that. And so I say God bless him for that.
I don't know how your dad's going to get through this, though, Brian. He loves Liam Neeson.
My dad, like Liam Neeson not doing these kinds of movies it's like finding out that Charlton Heston died. Like my father is going to those are the only movies in the last 10 or 15 years, like those action movies that he actually sees. He loves all of them. He loves Liam Neeson like he loves The Rifleman. I don't know what he's going to do. So, okay, let's talk about American Assassin 2. Michael Keaton, like when you see the trailers for it, they make it look like it's phenomenal, but it's being panned by the critics, isn't it?
Well, Michael Keaton, maybe he'll take over for Liam Neeson in some of these action movies, because here he plays the trainer, a special agent trainer to Dylan O'Brien from The Maze Runner as the recruit. And Michael Keaton's been talking about this week on talk shows how much he gets to kick butt in this movie. This is based on a best-selling novel, an action crime thriller. It looks to be intense, but it could be formulaic. I'm going to be seeing this one today. We'll see how it is.
But Michael Keaton is older, too. Like, I don't know how he would take over.
See, that's the thing. I don't think age has anything to do with it, because, like, Bruce Willis is older. People still like seeing his films.
Tom Cruise, I mean, look at him.
Tom Cruise still does, his thing. Like, I don't know, Harrison Ford, wasn't he? He's
Indiana
back.
Jones.
Indiana Jones and Star Wars and stuff.
Harrison Ford, I really want him to be in a movie called Traffic Cop now, because that video was awesome.
Oh, that was great. I saw that.
Okay, can we talk about the new Jennifer Lawrence film? It's got that quirky director, and this movie is either horrifying or bizarre, all of the above. It's called Mother. Can you, before you give us your review, Jackson, can you at least explain the plot a little bit?
It would take me hours to explain you the plot. It's just, there's so much going on. Let me just say this off the bat. This is a physically and emotionally strenuous role for Jennifer Lawrence. I think there are some similarities once you see the movie, if you won't dare to see the movie. There are some similarities you'll find to Get Out from earlier this year, especially in the first two-thirds of it. But then the final half hour is just absolutely twisted, insane, disgusting, wacky, wild, weird. You have to go at your own risk, because basically people who shouldn't see this movie are Catholics, because they'll find everything offensive. People who live alone in old farmhouses in the country, because that's where a lot of this takes place, in an old house, and it's twisted and nuts. And also pregnant women. They can't see this movie because there's situations involving that are just insane.
But so
it is just so over the top. I don't know what was going on inside the mind of Darren Aronofsky to decide to put this on screen. It starts out with an interesting premise, but it just goes in the weirdest directions.
Yeah, I had a feeling you were going to hate this film. I don't know why. I don't know. I mean, you're okay with psychological thrillers. He's the director that also did Black Swan. Did you like Black Swan?
Believe it or not, I haven't seen all of Black Swan, though I know much of Black Swan was kind of psychologically intense and insane, and I like those. Yeah, he did that with Natalie Portman, kind of moving around with some of the shots. But, this movie, it's just... I mean, you can appreciate all that J-Law has to go through. That's kind of the best quality that I can say about this movie. Get Out, with the similarities to Get Out makes a lot more sense.
But, like, let me ask you
figure
this.
it all out. This movie, you cannot, after you walk out of it, make sense of what you just sat through for 2 hours.
But, can you at least help us, determine what it, so she's married, they bring a couple in to live with them, and then she becomes...
random. They basically show up to the house. It's her and Javier Bardem, and then all of a sudden Ed Harris and Michelle Pfeiffer show up. And Javier Bardem basically says, "You are welcome to stay here for as long as you want." And J-Law is like, what do you mean by that? And there's clearly some acting going on. There's some pretending.
I know, but
there's
she becomes
going on involving these characters that J-Law has no idea about.
But here's the thing, Jackson. The movie gets weird when she's impregnated by Ed Harris.
Oh, no, that's not part of it. No.
Why are you laughing at me? That's what I thought the movie... Who does she get pregnant by?
Getting pregnant at some point. That's what kind of Mother refers to. Believe it or not, that's her only character name is Mother.
I know, but who impregnates her?
Is it part of the twist?
It's Javier Bardem, but there's other weird stuff that goes on. There's other weird stuff because other people start showing up. And, and there's some mystery there because Javier Bardem's character is a writer. You see how complicated this is?
All right.
Takes a village,
All right, Jackson, we got to get to a break, but this is interesting. I want to read your full review and get your full synopsis. Tell people how they can go ahead and do that.
They can do that later on today, lights-camera-jackson.com, and find it on Twitter at LCJ Reviews. It's going to still get overshadowed by it this weekend when it comes to the box office.
My man, we'll
Great
talk to you next Friday. Thank you, Jax.
Thank you very much.